Where were you when, we started talking about it earlier? It was a noti, it was a news that shocked the world. Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
I got you. I got you. I am laying down in my bed, daughter on my chest, trying to put her to sleep, next to my girl, watching New Rock Stars. I get a notification. Shams, the Lakers have traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. Me? Oh, whatever. Ball sack goes off. Couple seconds go by. Well, I don't have ball sack notifications on. That's kind of. Wait a minute. I sit up. I'm like, did I just read that right? And it starts setting in. So I click it. The tweet pops up. I'm like, this is a Shams parody account, right? I click it. 2.5 mil. Real Shams. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Nah, he hacked, right? Nah, I look, as soon as I'm like, low, he got hacked. I'm like, oh, Low knows everything, right? Low got the inside sources. He got hacked. I see 18 Twitter spaces start. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a hack? 5 minutes go by, everybody asking, this is a hack, this is a hack. And then what I seen, ESPN drops, Bobby Marks or whatever like official insider drops, Pat McAfee drops. Holy Luka in LA. I start screaming. Mind you, it's 11 at night. I have my daughter in my arms like these. Oh my God! Ah! Running through the house. My girl, terrified. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. I'm in a Twitter space, mind you, losing my. I give her the baby. I said, babe, I'll see you later. Where you going? Luka. I run upstairs. I hop on stream. The rest is history.
I was in heaven. That's where I was. I was in heaven. I guess to try to recall some memories of the past before I transcended. It all started with just, a birthday celebration. We was out celebrating birthdays. Then after that, went with the bros to continue part 2 of that celebration. Watch the Royal Rumble. Big Yeet, never the little one, type shit. And as I'm heading out, I looked at the bottle of Don Julio. We didn't drink the Don that day. We was on Luna Zool. I feel like that's gonna be this summer's drink. Side note. But as I looked at that closed bottle of Don Julio, it twinkled at me. It twinkled at me. It had a little extra shine to it. But I didn't understand why. Get in the car, drive home, about an hour drive. We was out there. I get in the house. Finally, settle down, you know what I'm saying? A couple people tagged along with me. We just chilling. And I get a notification. I'm like, what does Woes Jr. got to say? Luka, exit. Because you don't troll my glorious king, you piece of shit hacker. But then, as time went on, reality started to sink in. It went from denial to ejaculation.
Yo, you gotta relax.
After nut 1,
you gotta relax.
it all settled in. So then I'm like, okay, so this guy's on my team. Who did we give up? And that's when it hit me. I don't care. Nut number 2. Nut number 2 is gone. So, it's never been that back-to-back a day in my life. So at that point, I realized that the City of Angels we've equipped. It's like heaven drafting Jesus. I thought it was the other way around, but alas, we found a way to cheat. We got Luka Doncic in LA for who gives a fuck. It could have been Reeves. Connect 4, 3, 2, 1. Bronny, LeBron. We'll talk about that in a second, by the way. It unfortunately was Anthony Davis. And this is what I will say. In honor of Anthony Davis, I'm wearing the Mavericks jersey. You'll like it there. I think they got a tweener with Kyrie. They get the hand-me-down over there. It's fine. It's cool. But I'm not even going to shit talk Mavs fans. I think that you guys might even do something this year. But you know what we're going to do? I don't know. We'll find it out the next day. Or the next day, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day, because we have my glorious king.
Nigga, Sage, I was on playback earlier just going to rooms because I'm just like, why not? I could do that. I got Luka. Niggas is dead ass asking me, you a Laker fan? So what are y'all gonna do now? Does it matter?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Buy a jersey?
My answer's the same every time. Niggas keep asking, but y'all need a center. I'll play center. I don't care. Who cares? What are y'all gonna do when LeBron retires?
You gotta watch out for motherfuckers like that, man.
You know,
I ain't gonna lie. When great shit happens and you go to, what do you do it in a week? Damn, the greatness just, can we enjoy the moment?
Fuck that. All you weird ass. But what are y'all gonna do when LeBron retire? I don't know, nigga. Have Luka. That's what we gonna do. We gonna have Luka when LeBron retires. What if LeBron want to get traded? Oh no, boo-hoo. We have Luka, nigga. Who cares if he wants to get traded? He can do whatever they want. Honestly, Rob Pelinka can do nothing for the rest of the fucking season. It doesn't matter because we have Luka, nigga. Who cares?
I want you to understand, Luka could come out there and say he smacked LeBron James and it forced him to leave the Lakers for free. And I say good riddance. In fact, not only would I not care, I would call for LeBron to be arrested because how dare you infuriate my glorious king? In fact, correction there. I would be arrested because LeBron, you're done. Don't you ever piss off my glorious king. And Nico, that's the one free shot you ever get. Stupid bitch.
I ain't gonna lie. I was asleep, bro. As I said earlier, I was asleep. I had my phone under my pillow. I get a FaceTime 704 number. Who the fuck is this? All right, go back to sleep in like 2 seconds. Get it again. Boy, who the fuck is this? Damn. Boom. And then I swipe up core 4. I see Omar, red alert emojis. 704 number. Oh, that's when I put it together. Oh, it was Damo.
Oh, no, your number is not saved, unfortunately.
Yeah, your number is never gonna be saved, bro.
I'm sorry, has 4
bro.
numbers. Speaking of unfamiliarity, I have to address this. I'm not going to be doing a lot of chat reading today. I have to concede that because, unfortunately, a lot of you guys suck dick and it's not Lucas. So because it's not Lucas, you're just incorrect. You're doing the wrong thing today. However, for anybody that's tuning into the stream, the 1300 today, anybody tuning into the stream that's unfamiliar with me and or Damo, but especially me here, gang, some of you guys think that I've turned heel, right? How dare I even imply, and I guess I'll start the topic opener again if I need to reiterate it later on. How dare I even imply that if LeBron just gets cut, trades, ask out, like how dare you turn heel? Nigga, do you not know? I don't give a I didn't turn heel. I bet this is consistent as shit. This is like if John Cena went against The Rock. Oh wait, that happened. And what some of you niggas did? Cena sucks, and let's go Cena. My glorious king's in town. That is the automatic trump card of trump cards. I do not give a fuck. Furthermore, we can have a conversation of if we should have been moving on from them anyway. And I guess the most semi-serious thing I can talk about right now is the fact that this trade does this trade is such a get-out-of-jail-free card for my franchise, the Los Angeles Lakers, because that was an issue. The issue was, well, how do you tie the bow on this LeBron and Luka era? You don't want to trade Austin Reeves because he's genuinely your third best, if not second best ball handler. Well, I say third best. Your second best ball handler. So you didn't want to pack him up, but then you didn't have the bigs to supplement AD. How do you get it done? Maybe LeBron just turns into him in the fucking playoffs. Instead, just hit the send button. Luka's here. Worst case scenario, LeBron and Luka are running an offense. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. What do we do? What the hell do we do? Hey, and then get this. What if LeBron retires? Oh, no, shit. What do we do? LeBron retired. Fuck. I don't care. You know what? You know what crowns don't have room for? A goat mask, nigga. My glorious king is in LA. It does not matter. We are out of a bad situation, and I love it.
All right. Well, since we're here, let's go ahead and get into the analysis paralysis of all of this. All right. Let's go ahead and break down the trade because we haven't even read off the trade yet. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and pull it up right here. All right, per Shams. God, the first real Shams bomb chat, which we'll talk about in a second, man. Because Woj,
he better than Woj.
We done with the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what Colin Cowherd say? Woj, we're good. We're good.
Absolutely.
We're in good hands. We're in good hands, buddy.
You can rest. We're good.
Good, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to your child's sports games to their birthdays, man. We got it, big bro. We got it, man. I know your knees hurting, man.
You, Woj. We got the guy that gave me the Luka news.
I'm saying. So this is the trade right here. He says, yes, this is real. Sources tell ESPN. Full trade. Lakers get Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, stretch 5, and Markieff Morris. The Dallas Mavericks get Anthony Davis, Max Christie,
will be missed. Do not
2029 Lakers first round draft pick.
That was going to be
the Jazz, which apparently they weren't even notified that like Luka and AD were involved. God. Which we'll get. There's so much, Damo. There's so much that happened with the trade.
God. When I found that, please, let's go.
Yeah. They get Jay Hood, 2025 second round draft pick and 2025 Mavs second. Everyone is essentially saying that the Jazz were in the cuck seat. But before we move forward, we got a special guest in the building, man.
Oh yes,
Is that the guy?
Welcome to the holiday fest, my brother, good man. But
hey!
That was a good day.
Yo, can you
Big Law in the building.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yes,
you.
Yeah.
Oh man, this right here, this is something special, man. This means something to me now. This means something to me.
Let's go, Laker fans!
I'm gonna say this. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, that's I had you on the phone. I'm gonna say this. It's taken me a while to really detach from Anthony Davis, man.
Oh yeah, sure. Not too long.
I still haven't detached.
It's Luka, but it's fine.
It's taken me a while. Because, I really believed in AD, believed in Max, turning the curve, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to be a fan, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. The biggest question mark that the Lakers had was what we were going to look like 5-6 years down the line. What we were going to look like post the LeBron era. What we were going to look like beyond the next handful of seasons when we needed clearly another young player, young star to kind of lead us into that next stage in life, right?
Mm.
And I'm happy to say that we did it again.
I don't know how we do it.
No, this nigga, you're nasty.
I don't know how we do it. Just every
insane.
decade type
He's
shit.
acknowledging my glorious king. He is
I mean, every decade. And you know what's even crazier? To the foolish behinds that were saying, y'all were nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing. LeBron had to say you're gonna be nothing, nowhere, nada. I knew the people who were saying that, y'all were young. Y'all were inexperienced. Y'all don't know how this shit works. Y'all just don't know. Y'all don't get it. But y'all gonna learn. It's now, always has been, always will be, it's forever, nigga. So when the Luka era done and we start putting next nigga in a Laker jersey, just know it's real.
Wemby's next.
Oh yeah, Wemby next.
Wemby's next. Giannis. Hey, Giannis gonna be here in 2 years.
Oh yeah, you saw that quote from Giannis?
Yeah, I saw that quote from Giannis.
That quote from Giannis.
You weren't joking.
He said he want all the Euros on a big market.
Oh yeah.
All the guys are gonna go to big markets. That's my dream. Oh yeah, Giannis.
Oh yeah.
I know it is.
I know that. Hey, that's my dream too, Giannis. Hey, you got me.
We got the same dream.
Shit,
We got the same one.
we in Inception right now. Fuck, we both there.
So we were just talking about this right now before you hopped on low.
Man, take that fucking jersey off, man. Go come get these fucking jerseys.
What the fuck? I got two Lakers jerseys.
You know what fucking piss? You know what fucking piss me off? He knows why I have those jerseys up, and he's still gonna sit here and act like that.
I got real Laker rings on my hand, low. Real ones from Rambus. Stop playing.
Now y'all cut this up, right? Y'all cut this up.
Yeah.
Y'all cut this up.
What What you mean?
Hey, ain't gonna lie.
He a Laker fan,
Bezos got tired of watching Jaylen Brown over the last 2 weeks. he was like, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey.
He was just waiting for a reason.
We
Yeah,
gonna
he
knock
was
it on with
waiting
the
for
Pelicans.
it,
God damn.
Oh, what's so in
God.
man?
God damn. And then Bam did the exact same game winners the day after. What the fuck, bro? I can't have nothing. Hey, man.
Oh man.
And we can have everything.
Hey, man, we were just telling stories beforehand. Well, how did you find out, bro? Like, what was the, everyone had their moment. How did you find out about the trade?
Bro, I just got off stream because we just, we beat up on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Beat up on the Knicks. Just got off stream. I'm laying down. I think I'm on the phone with Raquel. And she's like, get up. Shams, it's something big. I think we just traded AD.
Whoa.
So then I looked on my phone.
Pause.
And then I looked on my phone. I was like, nah, that's fake. That's fake. That's not real. That's not real. And so then I hop on stream. I'm like, bro, this is fake. This is fake. It's fake. This is fake. It is irrefutably fake. He got to get hacked. It ain't real. Something's wrong. I hop on stream. We react. And I'm basically got my reaction uploaded on YouTube because that was crazy. But yeah, I just got off stream. We just got done watching Lakers beat up on the Knicks. And then I got that news. I was like, bro, this not real, bro.
Nigga, I was there when he found out it was real. I was there.
Yeah.
When ESPN dropped, when that ESPN
Oh yeah.
dropped, that's when he found out it was real.
Yeah.
When they was like, oh no, ESPN is live right now. That nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. when we was on Sports Center and we saw them playing the highlights with the background music, I was like, whoa. Hey, when everyone, even the sportscasters were like, this is real. This is not a drill. I ain't gonna lie. The amount of times, as a general manager, if everybody in the community has to reassure people to tell them, hey, this is real, nigga, you've done something wrong, bro. You just know you've done something wrong.
You sure about this? Like, this
I
makes
guess
sense,
that's
right?
where we need to pivot this conversation to, though, because I'm not gonna stop memeing. I almost said I've done it. No, I'm not gonna stop talking about my glorious king. But I have seen a lot of those people that have tried to do the mental gymnastics of making sanity within this trade. How do y'all feel? But mild spoiler, I think it's mental gymnastics, whether you want to consider it glaze or not glaze. I have legitimate reasons as well as my obvious reasons.
Well, yeah, but before Damo goes, I just want to. I think the Laker conversation is pretty clear cut. It's just
we
won.
did not.
Good shit.
Yeah. So did we win the trade? Yeah, duh. Look, man, for me, seriously, no troll. The amount of work the Mavericks have to do so fast, the results, I'm sorry, that they need to get so fast for me to even fathom they won this trade is stupid. Fuck if it wasn't my glorious king, Luka Doncic. Let's say it was Anthony Edwards, right? We're talking about a 25-year-old that just was averaging like fucking 36 not too long ago. Yeah, sure, he's hurt right now, but he just took your team relatively similar, give or take a couple names, sure, to the finals. And they lost to a team that, even if he could play defense, nobody had them beating anyway, unless you were like, me. But I was wrong, and that's fine. That player is 25 years old, and you trade him away because of health concerns for a guy that, yes, underrated as fuck, because he's been healthy for the past 2 years. Hell, he's just underrated as fuck in general. But for Anthony Davis, who is literally synonymous with street clothes, it's kind of crazy to me. It's kind of nasty to me that this is even a conversation. But I guess that Klay Thompson is a third option is what the world wants to see in 2025. So let's find out. Let's find out, man.
I was about to ask Damo, but he went off screen, so I'll ask Lo this because let's have okay. He's here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think the real conversation in all of this, and the harder part to understand, is the Maverick side. So I wanna toss this to Damo. How bad did you think the Mavericks lose this trade?
I don't think they lost this trade yet. I will be the Delulu person. I'll be the crazy person in the room. Let me just start off by saying, and I know we don't like the preference, but I understand you don't trade Luka. I'm not of the belief that they should have traded Luka. I get that. We could throw that behind us because I don't work for the Mavericks. None of us work for the Mavericks. They were over them.
Shit, I might.
I will say this. There are two possible ways they win this trade. Way one, obviously, they win a ring. They win a ring. They get a chip out of this. They are as great as they want to be out of this. I feel like they won. Or option two, which is what I think could be somewhat likely. There is something about Luka we don't know about. They know something about Luka that we don't. And if there is a chance that Luka is not the same Luka that we're used to, they win this trade. If Luka takes a step down, if he's a step down below of what he is or what we're used to, I think they won the trade. Or at least it's a win-win at the very minimum. I haven't seen Luka play yet. This shit still don't feel real to me. I still think we're in a crazy non-canon event universe. I'm still expecting to wake up and none of this shit ever happened. Like, it's not gonna be real until Luka laces him up and he throws that lob to LeBron for the first time and I nut. That's when it becomes real.
Okay.
I gotta let Lo go, but oh my God,
I'm just saying. But for the Mavericks, they were over Luka. They said they were done with it. In a league where all these players can do whatever they want when they're fed up with a team and move how they want to move to get out of situations, we have finally seen a team say, we're done with this guy. And they went after the guy they wanted. So many people said, why AD? Why not Giannis? Giannis doesn't fit without them making too many moves for the team for them. Why not? I heard a nigga say, why not get SGA? They said they wanted a defensive, all defensive player and all NBA player. Why would they get SGA? It made sense for what the Mavericks wanted to do. What they did made sense. I like the move for them, and I think they are an actual championship contender.
I think the roster is good. Well, Lo gotta go. My apologies.
No, I think the roster is good. I the thing that's frustrated me over the past like 12 hours is just watching ESPN talking heads and pundits now all of a sudden love Anthony Davis and they just talk about how great he is. But even though for the past like 2 to 3 years, it's been day-to-day street clothes. He's inconsistent up and down, but now all of a sudden we're thrusting him into championship conversations. And the crazy part about it is I don't even think that AD would be the reason why they don't get there. I think that people are putting way, and I do mean way too much on Kyrie. Like I think people have completely forgotten the idea of Kyrie being the primary ball handler, passer, playmaker for an offense. That has never worked. He's always looked like this. Stephen A. Smith talking about the ball's finally gonna be in Kyrie's hand, bro. When the ball was in his hands, it didn't result into anything. When he was in Boston, it didn't result into anything. Yeah, exactly. when he was in Brooklyn without James Harden, they got knocked out in the first round by Boston. Kyrie's always looked way better playing alongside a ball dominant player, regardless if it was LeBron, the small time with Harden, and with Luka. He's always looked that great. And quiet is kept. In last year's postseason run, he didn't look that great in 2 of the 4 rounds. So I think it's just a lot to ask of Kyrie to effectively be really the only ball handler on the roster, or at least one that can leverage himself enough to where he's creating for a bunch of other play finishers, because that's basically what the rest of the roster is outside of Anthony Davis. So I think that's I think that's a lot to ask. But going back to like the Mavericks in particular, why they did it, it's hard for me to ever come to a conclusion that they can say that they won in this trade. A win-win, I can see that, but definitively coming on top over the Lakers, I have a hard time ever coming to that conclusion, especially because I don't know if y'all listened to the interview from Nico Harris. That brother, something is wrong with that brother. He needs to walk around with security.
He got one.
Cause
he easy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I got from it. Rob Pelinka just walked him down to what Rob wanted. And there was also a report that came out today that like Dalton and a couple first round picks were involved in it, but Rob talked him down to saying
that's crazy.
The Luka concerns are too crazy. So, but before I move on with the conversation, I do just want to tell the chat what Nico's justification was in his eyes for the trade, and then we can keep going with the conversation. So one of the main things he talked about was the concept of defense winning championships. So they just didn't believe Luka can be involved in that, and if they can get a trade piece like Anthony Davis alongside PJ Washington, Derek Lively, and the rest of the crew that they got. That's his justification for it. He also mentioned timeline as well. So I understand a big part of this is the fact that Luka got traded at 25, but Kyrie is 32. Anthony Davis is around the same age. So, timeline wise, they're trying to maximize the next 4 years, try to get this one ring instead of thinking about, life 10 years down the line. And essentially another point that he made was time will tell if I'm right. This idea kind of Damo alluded to earlier. If they get a ring, everyone will shut the fuck up about this, which we'll get into that conversation because I honestly disagree with that. I don't think a ring just justifies trading Luka, but that's just me. So do y'all agree with, well, I'm assuming y'all don't, but how do y'all feel about the justification of all of this?
The justification is something that he had to do. I appreciate him for speaking 24 hours afterwards, because a lot of people would have just had their little notes statement get posted on Mavs Twitter and keep it pushing down. He looked all the cameras dead in the face and told the world he got wine and dine for Luka Doncic. I respect it. Honestly, like, encourage everybody to just let them know when you just get finesse like that. For me, I don't like the reasoning, and I don't see the justification out of it. Yes, sure, the Mavericks have become at uber most the top 3 defense. I think that's going to be a little bit overplayed as well, because I do think that people are forgetting that now you've just essentially put a lot of responsibility for Kyrie, not on both sides necessarily, because you do have wings there, but I'm not gonna lie, it's 2025, dog. I think some of the defenders on their name, they've been good for like 5-10 years. I think these niggas are old, but that's besides the point. I think that Kyrie Irving, as Lo was talking about, it's not that only that we've seen it before, but it's just basic subtraction. You're losing a ton of offensive responsibility from Luka, and this isn't even a shot towards Kyrie. I don't even need to do that. I don't think he's a better scorer or playmaker than Luka Doncic at all. And you're telling me that rather than having both, you're only going to have one now in exchange for, yes, defense, but then how strong is this defense going to be? Do you think that this defense is going to be strong enough to put them over a team like Oklahoma City, who is probably still better defensively, if you ask me, let alone do I think that SJ is just better than both AD and Kyrie? So I don't think any of this even fucking matters. Furthermore, if they were to get it done, that's fine and all, but like, dog, I get it. Sure, Luka, 1 in a million chance, has the potential to go his entire career without winning a championship. That's very, very, very possible. But I think it is honestly skill issue if forever and ever we were like, damn, these niggas really couldn't have tried to get it done without Luka, and they traded him away for, what, a 2 to 3 year window? Anthony Davis is, what, 32? 31?
Yeah, 32, 33.
Yeah, and Kyrie...
31, 32.
31, 32. And Kyrie Irving... all-time handles or whatever, chat. Y'all act like he's 25 still. Kyrie's old too, buddy. Like, this is a small window, a very small window. We can talk about if the real conversation to me, we're not going to have it. I'm going to let Damo and Lo respond. But the real conversation that I'm getting from this is this what the NBA has come to? Is it, hey, if you want to win a championship, you're going to have to push all your chips to the table for that one single ring. We can talk about that. I think that's the closest thing we have. And even then, I would be like, nah, I think the exception to doing that is when you have a Luka, when you have an SGA, when you have a Jokic, per se. I don't see the vision on it at all.
For me personally, there is no justifying this trade. There's no justification for it. All I can do, or all I've been trying to do, is just see it from their point of view. And all I've gotten away from it is they are a franchise that was done with, whether it was the GM or whoever, collective of people in that organization, they were done with Luka. I don't agree with that, but I will much rather have this happen than what's going on with Philly, what's going on with New Orleans, what's going on with all these other situations where you hold on you hold on to this product that is just no longer good or is constantly letting you down. Instead of handicapping your franchise for the next 5 to 8 years of being let down repeatedly on a player that you're trying to put faith in, if you're over a guy, get him out of here. I'm all for that. I would much
Well,
rather
are you
see that
saying
than-
that's Luka though? That's my pushback.
I don't think that's Luka, but they think it's Luka because they said it. They did it. That's what they think. And if that's what they think, cool. Every franchise ain't a good franchise. I've been saying this. Y'all, Nick, chat, y'all know me. These niggas don't know what they're doing. I said this back in 21.
I get that.
I've been saying this for years. We're trying to justify and make sense. We don't work for the NBA. We don't have these jobs. Them niggas think differently. Y'all will sit there. If I would have told y'all last week, hey, to get Luka is going to take Anthony Davis and Max Christie in one of our picks, y'all would have said, oh, Lakers being Laker fans, delusional. And that's all it fucking took. Literally, we watch it all the time. Teams are trading these star players for shit that just doesn't make sense. Rudy Gobert got traded for 16 second-round picks. Everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Rudy sucks, but damn, 16 seconds, that's it? Like, bro, this is a routine thing. The Mavericks just made the finals. They blew their team up. The Timberwolves finally got it right with Cat. They blew their team up. We watch bad franchises show why they're bad franchises. Since Luka has been a Maverick, the Mavericks have done nothing but try to do shit for him and then blunder it every time. They blundered Brunson. Let's start from the very beginning. They blundered Dennis Smith Jr. They blundered Brunson. They blundered Porzingis. They blundered all these lineups to put around him and Kyrie, and then they blundered Luka. So I'm not about to sit here and act like, how could the Mavericks do this? They're fucking stupid. They've been showing you they're stupid.
I do want to pitch this to Low because again, one of Nico's main points was fuck the next 10 years. Let's maximize this next 3 to 4 year window. And I feel like, now that things are calmer, people are starting to talk more about, this team that's currently constructed with Kyrie and AD and how good that can be. Do you even as constructed, do you think the Mavs have a higher chance of even winning a championship in the next 3 to 4 years? Because I genuinely feel like their chances are damn near the same, like marginally better, but they were already championship contenders with Luka. He just had to be healthy, and they had pieces around him to get like one chip off in the next 4 to 5 years. So how do you feel about how the Mavs look in the short term, I guess, of the next 3-4 years?
Yeah, that's what I meant, because it's like the short term, sure, like you could argue there's certain things that they addressed that they got better at, but I think obviously you end up losing in certain areas as well. So that's why it just feels as if like it's more of a lateral move at best anyway. The bigger issue though is that saying that we want to focus on now and not necessarily concern ourselves with the future. He said that's basically what he said, to the point where he was saying, well, I don't even know if I'm going to be here 10 years from now. And I was like, who says that? Who said that? That is a sign of a bad general manager. Someone who is willing to leverage things and not think about beyond a 3 or 4 year window. That is the sign of a bad general manager. But Luka effectively fulfilled both roles. Both. He fulfilled the role of maximizing what this team can look like in the next 2 to 3 years, and then fulfilled the role of keeping yourself with the opportunity of having talent beyond that as well. So I don't understand this, but I agree with Damo, and I think this is like the sentiment that a lot of Laker fans have. Bro, he had to be doing something. Something has to be wrong with Luka, like genuinely speaking. And I've following the NBA for a very long time now. There are several things that NBA players get away with that they do behind the scenes, and it ain't really professional, and they still keep a job. They still get a contract. They're still viewed as face of the franchises. I mean, and we all know the Lakers have their fair share of them. And so for the fact that that you are sitting here saying that you believe you weren't committed effectively to the idea that he couldn't be the face of the franchise, that effectively you believe with the identity that you have that he was such a detriment, despite the fact that he led you to a finals appearance just less than 12 months ago, something has to be wrong with him for us to get down this path. But if you're going to just get in front of a camera and say he's out of shape, or that's what's been circulating, I mean, my nigga Shaq was out of shape. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know. If that is it, if you believe that a 25-year-old not being disciplined is the reason why you need to just leverage everything for a 2 to 3 year window, I think that's dumb. That's dumb. But coming out and saying, I'm not even going to be here. I might not even be here by 8 years, so just go figure.
That's how
Magic did
crazy this is from like two fronts before Damo goes. It's either like there is something wrong with Luka that actually justifies it, or there is something wrong with Nico to the point where like we're reaching to the point where something gotta be wrong with Luka. Like he had to do some crazy shit behind the scenes. Or I ain't gonna lie, Nico may just be that dumb. Like I don't know, bro. Like the way he even explained how Rob talked him down to this.
Bro.
You know,
You say
Rob was
Luka?
fucking pillow. He pillow
I mean,
talked himself
I like
into
that.
fucking Luka, bro. Like that shit was crazy. And
For
then
what?
in
He was
the
giving
conference,
he was giving him praise. He was like, "Oh, shout out to Rob, man. He did such a
Yeah.
good job, man. We kept it tight, closed lips. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying much, and that's how we had to do it to get the job done. Like, why?
But
Why?
You want to know why though? You want to know why? Because, and I don't know if we wanted to wait to address this, but we're speaking of people being bad GMs, and this is going on my point of these GMs are not as competent as we think they are. These are humans that are making human mistakes, and these niggas just aren't as good as their job. Danny Ainge, known Laker hater and rival,
That's crazy, yeah.
did not know who was in the deal. He just heard, oh, J Hood in 2 seconds? We must be fleecing,
guess.
right?
I fucking
we
guess.
must be
Cool.
fleecing. We just run into a point guard on a rookie contract and 2 free second-round picks. That's it? What do we have to give up? Nothing for real? Shit, might as well. And then to come to find out, it's for fucking Luka, and he doesn't know. He didn't know Luka or AD were on the table. All he heard was Max Christie. He said, Max Christie? That's what Lakers giving up? Oh, Maxi Kleber, he heard 2 Maxes. And was like, oh, I guess J Hood's right. These GMs are not competent. A lot of them aren't competent. And niggas want to give Pelinka praise for answering the phone and pillow talking and keeping his mouth shut. Let's not forget, when Kawhi Leonard was going to be a Laker, all he said was, hey, Rob, let's not get the press involved. Let's keep this close, keep this tight-knit, and we be good. And that nigga...
Hey, but he
what you
learned though. He learned from his mistakes.
I guess. Hey,
He learned.
Hey, I'm going to say the same thing now I said when he traded Westbrook. I'm not giving niggas credit for cleaning up a burnt kitchen that they burnt. You set the kitchen on fire. I'm not
He ain't
giving you
just
credit
cleaned
for
the
cleaning
kitchen, though,
up.
brother.
Come
He
on,
he
man.
renovated
but it's clean
that
though
up.
now. Like
He
But-
renovated the kitchen.
I'm about this is a renovation. This ain't clean. This is a renovation.
Oh, my God.
you got stainless steel fridges now.
Yeah,
like
I'm about to say, this ain't-
Listen.
And you know, every single time you in the kitchen, you were like, man, we gonna need new cabinets soon in here now. We gonna need.
Is that a water dispenser on the fridge?
You want to cook
Oh,
in this kitchen?
Oh man, yeah, man, the ceiling leaking. We gonna have to fix that soon too.
I'm
But
telling you.
you just ignored all that shit. You knew that those are all real problems. You knew it was.
My man.
Whenever, I just want y'all to understand, y'all can sit here and be impressed by this stainless steel refrigerator. Y'all can be
sure
impressed. I just know, I know at the end of the day, if it fly like a pelican, if it squawk like a pelican,
Then it must be
and if it-
Zion, fat ass.
no,
Mike, let me
nigga,
explain
no,
the same
nigga,
issue.
no,
It's not the
nigga.
same
His
issue,
first
bro.
name is Rob. I don't need Laker fans getting too. Look, I know it's impossible not to get too happy. It's the fucking Don. It's Luka. How can you not be? But let's not forget who we got forming these teams. We got the same nigga that said LeBron, AD. Hey man, you know who worked great? Westbrook.
But
Anthony.
did he say that?
Bro,
Did he say that?
He let
Did
LeBron talk him into it. He let the same pillow.
Okay, and now he talked another nigga into Luka.
He
Bro, no.
Damo.
Nah, bro, no,
This
stop.
be the same nigga. This be
Stop.
the same nigga that allow Luka to pillow talk him into getting Sengun. I'm telling you now, this is. I don't trust Rob Pelinka still. Listen. I'm so happy. Nico's in
But
this.
isn't that another thing he should get credit for? Because he's basically the first executive that is really basically said, I don't care about what LeBron thinks he got going on, because he even did this without letting him know. Hey,
That's
I'm-
Wiley.
Shut down the GM.
but Pat Riley did it where there's not really much to risk. Like, we can figure it out with or without. Like, we can figure it out with or without LeBron being involved because it's a peak LeBron. This is a move that you knew you had to make regardless. You knew you had to make this trade. And you knew if because apparently even what's his name? Who's the representative clutching him? What's his name?
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul didn't even know. Because he probably knew, man, I've been dealing with these niggas for the last 6 years. If Rich Paul know, then he gonna run his mouth.
Everybody gonna know.
Everybody gonna know.
All Clutch gonna know. That's the league.
That's really the league. So the fact that, I'm not saying that he perfect, but for somebody who basically only had the job for 7 years, if we being honest with ourselves, under the umbrella of Pelinka, bro, we got LeBron, we got AD, now Luka. We done got Max Christie out of nowhere. We got Austin Reeves out of nowhere. We trade Kendrick Nunn, who's literally doing nothing, for a rotational player in Rui. We were able to move D'Lo without a draft pick. Got Luka moved only one draft pick. Nigga, he's made up for the Westbrook trade. Let's just keep it a beat.
You are not about to
trade
convince
Austin
me.
Reeves. Oh my God.
You are not about to convince me that the nigga who has made a career mooching and scamming dumb GMs justified the idiotic decisions he made with this team. I'm sorry. I'm not going for it. And until Luka dots them lines and he's there long term, isn't that nigga still locked in for like 2+1? Like he got this year and next year. And
Nigga,
the player
Luka's
option.
he's not going nowhere.
You can say that, but at the end of the day, when Rob Pelinka back there squawking, he can squawk away a fucking goat. I'm just
That nigga-
saying. I don't trust this nigga still.
I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about it. But like when you had that thing of Luka might leave, Luka might have shot people in the back, Luka could have done all of these fucking things. I don't give a fuck if Luka's a bozo. First of all, Luka at 270 was taking these niggas to the finals. I know that's the casual take to hear, but sometimes I like Randall and Rudy Gobert as a front court. I keep telling y'all overthink shit. I swear to God, it's not this complicated. Luka was fat and he was winning basketball games. I don't care. 2, Luka on top of all of these things, he literally is now being paired with the guy who spends millions fucking prepping his body. And y'all called him Euro blonde when he got to the goddamn league. There was one person, if conditioning is truly the issue, if there was one person, maybe this is too casual again, that's fine. But I would love to think LeBron would actually know how to get Luka Doncic to at least attempt to be in shape. Now, if you think Luka's gonna just sit there and go, fuck LeBron, first of all, at that point, trade LeBron. But second of all right, then fine. we're gonna write the script to do everything possibly wrong to get the same nigga we had last year, because that's the final nail in the coffin. Y'all niggas acting like Luka not fucking 25. Y'all niggas acting like he can't grow up physically and or mentally. Dog, this is not peak Luka, and even if you think it is, oh shit! Peak Luka is still hilariously the best player in the trade, is still an all-time great trade, if not the all-time great trade. I swear to God, this is the definition of overthinking. The Mavs niggas did some sorry shit. Let's just call it what it is. They did some sorry shit. A nigga like me done bust 4 nuts. I ain't never busted 2, but I swear, I can't be happier than I am right now. And niggas is trying to justify the shit. Niggas trying to find out, well, what about the offense of the Lakers, the defense of the bro? None of that matters. This is a stinky move. We all know it's a stinky move. I don't know what all these gymnastics is for.
Because when something is too good to be true, it typically is. No, so brother. I'm telling you now, all this Luka fucking praise and glad. Look, I'm with you, gang. I woke the block up Saturday night. I woke the hood up. I promise you, I get it. My biggest fear outside of waking up and realizing it's Sunday morning and this is a dream, a very, very, very long dream. My biggest fear is this nigga waddles his big ass on the court and he is white Derrick Rose.
But you still take that chance.
That's fine. Take that chance. But then reality will set in about what the fuck happened. And cool, it's Luka. It's Luka with Derrick Rose knees. I'm sorry. That does not sound as appealing. I'm just saying, if there has to be something wrong here. And if it's not, hey, Dallas, I'll fly down there and take care of the nigga myself.
I was about to say, bro.
I got another question, bro, because I don't even think.
Were you happy about the trade, Damo? This is crazy.
Hold on.
He just anticipating.
We're gonna go on a loop.
Good to be true.
We're gonna go on a loop that's not necessary. So I already done talked about the probability of Luka being at his peak. I've talked about the probability of Luka not possibly getting back into shape for simple things that are around him. Now let's talk about literally what has just happened to him. The nigga reportedly has cried on the fucking plane to LA. The nigga did not know of all the trades. Luka Doncic has lost literal millions, if not, no, I think he's not literal millions. He's damn near lost like
$117 million.
$117 million precisely. Almost Sykes and said 20 mil. Luka Doncic got impacted big time financially and mentally. If we're, again, another domino in this probability case, are we going to sit here and say, as a man, fuck basketball player, as a grown-ass man, if that's not a wake-up call, let's say you're right, something wrong with this nigga. This nigga crashed out with a needle in his arm and Twinkies. My nigga, if this is not the biggest wake-up call in wake-up calls, I don't know what is. So,
I know what it is.
I'm about to say we all know what really gonna be the wake up call is.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh wait, no. I can tell you what the biggest wake up call for a basketball player is. A bad BBL porn star going out and saying you got 17 soda cans in your bathroom. That's why.
No.
That's a wake up call.
The wake up call is I dare that nigga Luka to do some dumb shit playing for the Lakers.
Oh, that's over there.
Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, who really gonna get that nigga a wake up call? That nigga DMs will be flooded with some of the most vile, crazy shit. Oh, he gonna figure out. Hey.
But on top of that, listen. I understand. I'm seeing the chat. I'm pulling a 180. What is bro yapping about? There are real realities going on here with a nigga unexpectedly traded to the fucking Lakers. We have a prime player uprooted from the team that he wanted to be a lifer for, and he got put on the Lakers. When he plays shitty on the Mavs, hey, throw some barbecue on the grill. Them niggas roll tide or whatever the fuck Texas niggas do.
Roll tide is crazy.
Texas niggas don't give a fuck. If Luka comes to LA, the Lakers on some bullshit, you want to talk about mental fortitude?
Yeah.
His mental fortitude will be tested. And that is also my fear. I know how Laker fans are. We still have Bron stands here too. If Luka Doncic didn't want to be a Laker and got traded there, and then he doesn't like it here, and the nigga walks, I don't think
it's not he wants to be here or not. I just think it is going to be the wake up call for Luka is going to be he do some dumb shit. He waddling around, not trying. The first bit of news that we hear of you not being in shape, oh nigga, you gonna hear it. Cause it's the same thing that LeBron and to be fair, even AD had to deal with as well, is that even though they brought us a championship, even though the best player that we've had since Kobe in 2013, you're not still a Laker through and through like a Kobe, like a Magic, like a Jerry West, like players who've been on the team drafted and were there from basically day one. You not one of them. So the way that we view you ain't through the lens of we gave our all, we put a lot of passion in, we saw the highs and lows of development, and we really invested into you. You came here as a product that is supposed to provide success. And if you don't do that, the learning curve for you ain't gonna be that long of one. You better figure it the fuck out. You do that shit in Dallas, they gonna make excuses for it. Everybody up and on, oh, it's okay, still no. Let's be clear, nigga. This is the only grace you getting from us tonight. All right?
Okay,
this it.
Nobody watch your mouth now. Y'all
this it.
Those temper 27s ain't going under the radar anymore, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they not.
On top of that,
Hey, turnovers. Whoa.
As the Luka guy here, trust and believe. You're not even necessarily lying. I will die for my glorious king, but you're not lying. What I think though is like this is where the tone of the conversation is. By the way, we're talking about if Luka is still fat and did not want to be a Laker and is going to continue the exact same things, then what will happen in the immediate?
No, I'm not saying that. He's fat. No, he's fat.
He is big.
There ain't no if on that. He just fat.
you ain't see that nigga face?
No. I took the screenshot. My glorious king is 270. Absolutely. But like at the end of the day, I just think like one, if he's 270, he's still going to be a damn good player. And two, I think it takes so much for NBA fans. And I don't know why NBA fans can't be fucking happy, but it takes so much for this to be seen as damn, bruh. This was actually a bad move for the Lakers. Luka.
There was a lot of overthinking going on, Sage. I'll give you that. Crazy overthinking.
Everything you could have said could legitimately happen. And you know what? Maybe I'd be the hot take. I'd be like, oh, damn. It's still not a bad trade? Because at that point, who the fuck sees that coming? Put it this way, Damo. Imagine, boom, because I said this to someone on Twitter who was a naysayer. Imagine Rob Pelinka has that trade said to him, oh, yeah, we'll give you Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. And that nigga Rob Pelinka says, but I heard he's fat and can't play defense. Nigga, well, come on. No. Be real with yourself.
But that's basically what he did, though. That is what he did. That's what he did and got, and didn't give up the other pick.
Him down and got
Nico talk about, oh, damn, you all right.
Yeah, but that was with Connect and shit like that. But if the deal didn't get done, pardon me, because you're correct, that he did do that. But if the deal didn't get done, my brothers, come on. We don't need to play pretend.
Oh, no, I agree with that. I agree with that as well.
It would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy. It would have been crazy.
Fire Rob Pelinka immediately. You are the dumbest of asses. We are doing the most to find the negative in this trade.
That is absolutely true. And it would have been that. And I will even say this. On Earth 9969, where Rob Pelinka did decline the trade and said, you know what? Nah, you're trying to get me, buddy. And then I'm pretty sure Luka goes on and still be Luka. And then we're just sitting there like, yeah, I'm going to shoot this nigga myself. I promise you, I'd have been outside crypto. But we are in reality. And again, I have learned if it's too good to be true, it typically is. I am scared because it doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel real.
I want to be clear. I'm not on the side of Damo. When I'm not because nigga, that side is
goddamn.
That's a little too steep of a side.
I'm not gonna enjoy it until I see him play and I know he's okay. Until I see Luka play, I'm skeptical because there gotta be something. But if he comes back,
Damo, he dropping 30, 10, and 10 his opening night, bro.
I hope he does.
But see, the reports were saying that a part of the reason why he took more time to recover wasn't because he was hurt. It was just because they needed him to continue to lose weight and stuff like that. It wasn't because he needed more rehab. It was just simply because his conditioning was that bad. And so, in my mind, that is fixable. And I believe if there is a scenario where it can be fixed, it's either out in Miami, because we know they ain't doing that shit. And I think when you play under the lore, and this is where a lot of the Kobe mystique also still lies as well, when you play under this Laker lore with Kobe mystique, and I wish he was still alive, because that would be somebody else in this corner to get him, like, let's get this shit together. But when you play with those type of expectations and you get traded in the fashion in which you did, and you're going to get hit with a bunch of slander in your own language in your DMs, nigga, it's going to be enough of the driving force to be like, nigga, let's get it together. Let's get it, because effectively, regardless how we cut it or slice it, there was a franchise that made you the face, that did everything they could to put you in a situation to succeed. That they traded draft picks. They went after Kyrie. They went after Porzingis. They tried to sustain Brunson. They did so many. They did mid-season acquisitions last year just to put you in that level of success, and something along the way went wrong with your conditioning, your weight, whatever it is, that told them that, hey, we don't feel comfortable giving him 345. And so not only from a financial standpoint, you look at that weird, but you also just got to look at it in the sense of like, bro, I need to really get this together. And I do believe that under the Lakers playing next to LeBron with that mystique, those expectations, how things dissolve, things are going to get better. But I also agree with Sage. My nigga, if we just get 5 years, fuck it, let's say 30, the nigga just break down. Fuck it. 30, 31, he's done. Right? If we get 5, 6 years of what we just saw last year,
you take those chances. I ain't
come on, man. Come the fuck on.
And on top of that, Luka, because he's not receiving a supermax contract, and because he hasn't been in the NBA as long as AD and Bron have been, because after 10 years, the type of max you get is even more than when you're only in there for like 7, 8 years. It's still not going to be the same level of financial commitment, bro. I just feel like you take it, but I hear what you're saying.
And we gotta believe in Rob Pelinka to be able to pull in and attract a star to play with him. And again,
he did it with AD.
Yeah,
he good, bro. He good.
He did it with AD. He provided defense and DFS and Vando and Max Christie, and he found the point guard that LeBron needed in Austin Reeves.
Just skipping around. Now we just skip around the timeline of what the fuck he did now. He got AD, then he got DFS and Van. Nigga, it was a fucking 2 to 3 year gap where we were sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not gonna deny
Why
it.
are we getting these Dennis Schroeder?
And who was it? And who was it? And who was the influence behind that? The nigga he ain't listening to no more. That nigga.
All right. Well,
Cause he low key telling that nigga to sit your old ass down. I ain't listening to that shit no more.
And that's cool. So now he replaced the 39, 40-year-old LeBron that he was listening to. He replaces him with a 25-year-old Slovenian. So now you gotta learn Slovenian, buddy, because you're about to be taking orders from him. And I hope fucking Doncic, GM Doncic, Luka GM knows what he's doing, because I know Rob does it. So he's gonna be listening to Luka now. He got a Luka guy. Omar put it in the chat. When did they make the D'Lo trade? He was over there pillow talking for fucking Luka, and magically he got Luka's guy. He got Luka friend on the team before Luka got here, so he's already repeating fucking cycles. So yeah, Lo, you're right. He's not listening to LeBron no more. Now he's listening to Luka. I hope Luka has good ties with Jokic or Sengun or whatever Slovenian is gonna pop out, because he's gonna listen to him and start getting those players, and I hope those niggas work out. I really do.
But does Luka ever make demands like that though?
No, he wouldn't even sound excited.
The only demand that this nigga make is with his food, bro. We don't give a fuck. Like Luka don't make demands like that, bro.
No, my brother. Before we move on to talk about, like, because I assume the next conversation before we talk about the message league-wise is what the fuck do the Lakers do? My brother Damo, what's wrong with you, my nigga?
Yeah, Damo, drop the Addy, nigga. Drop the Addy right now.
Yo, Lo, you're childish. That's crazy. No, listen. First of all,
like,
Sage,
what's wrong? Like, you don't
Sage.
You were
knew I was
smiling
the
10
person.
minutes ago, and now it's like a black cat walking in your room, and you're
no.
like,
One, Sage. You know me. Before this season, I said we need to trade LeBron. Don't sign that nigga. I have been thinking life post LeBron. So obviously,
big facts.
100 million% we all.
I am so comfortable saying I would rather be spending the next 5 to 6 years with Luka than whatever the fuck we was gonna have with AD. Even though I love AD, but I think it's a better building block to have Luka going forward in the future. I get it. On paper, it makes sense. I'm just super skeptical because nothing is great. The last great trade the Lakers made, genuinely, in my eyes, where I was just like, oh yeah, hands down, this shit was just a butter and gold, was Pau Gasol. Lo, you remember?
And that worked out.
Hold on. I said,
How did you feel about the AD trade?
I was just about to get to that, Souls. I said the last great one that worked out was the Pau Gasol one. So yes, that worked out. The Anthony Davis one, Lo, you remember? I wasn't happy about that. We gave up Zoe. Now in hindsight,
Let's cut this nigga mic off. Cut his mic off.
No. Let's end the conversation, bro. That shit's crazy, bro.
And we might be able to get Zoe back because they just asking for a second rounder.
And you're right. But what I'm saying is, the point I'm trying to make is, I've always been skeptical when the Lakers make moves.
So you're being consistent.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
every time it worked out.
I'm Mr.
It
Consistency.
keeps working out.
Okay.
We keep getting ring after ring.
It don't always work out.
Let me
Hey,
ask
one championship and another conference finals. Guess it ain't work out. Fuck, man.
I'm not saying the AD thing didn't work out. I'm just saying every trade doesn't work out for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Every trade don't work out for any team, nigga. What the
Here we
fuck?
go with this shit. I'm just saying, nigga, I'm skeptical. I learned to be skeptical.
You gotta stop listening to Juice WRLD, Damo. You gotta stop, bro.
Oh my God, hello.
What the
First of all,
Too
FBI
sad.
fire.
Nah.
Let me ask everybody this. Let's take a breath of fresh air. God damn it. Okay, boom. The trade did happen. We've talked about the Mavs, but we talked about how the Lakers obviously won the trade, but we've alluded around this next trade, this hypothetical LeBron James trade. What is something that you all, and this is gonna sound basic, but what is something y'all want to see the Lakers do next?
Trade LeBron, bro.
I was gonna say, is it triple down, trade LeBron? Is it try to pair a big man with LeBron and Luka? Because I'm not gonna lie, I might be 1 foot out the door in the trade LeBron sweepstakes. Me and Damo, for those that don't know, we've been pushing that agenda for a long time now. I have a video in 2020 when I was making basketball content on now. You might want to trade them niggas a year early. But for me, I'm excited to see what can happen for the non-LeBron Lukas. For one reason, it's now players we can actually like move for real. Like we were trying to do we can't move Austin Reeves because he's our ball handler. We can't. Well, I mean, we talked about moving Rui, I guess, cool, whatever. But like connecting is in the same lens of we don't want to move him because he's like a small score for us. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we know our defense is shit and we need a big. Anybody can go. So is this something where you want to try those moves? Do you want to just double down and say, fuck it, LeBron, get your old ass out of here?
Play
Let me tell
LeBron,
you.
bro.
Hey, let me tell you right now. We still got untouchables if you're talking to me. I'm still not giving up niggas. I'm still not giving up certain niggas.
Who?
Okay, maybe untouchables is the wrong word. There are certain things I would need to move. Like,
Okay,
for one, Austin Reeves is the first name where I was like, we got to get something really good to move.
We don't need him anymore.
That is a lie. Luka has shown you throughout his career when he's most successful. There's
Rui's
a secondary ball.
untouchable?
Yeah,
I
LeBron
said
James.
Austin Reeves.
He said Austin Reeves, not
okay,
Rui.
I thought you said
No,
Hey, if that nigga said Rui. If he said Rui, I would have left.
No. I don't think Austin Reeves is untouchable. Like I said earlier, if it's Miles Turner and Aaron Nesmith, bye Reeves. I'm good for that.
For Austin Reeves?
Well, obviously Austin Reeves and somebody else, but like Austin Reeves and fucking Vincent or Austin Reeves and Rui, but it will take that the center we need, and we're going to need defense in return. Like I'm not just giving up Reeves for Nick Claxton. I'm not doing that.
I'm not saying do that.
But what I'm saying is the first move I make, Rui and Gabe Vincent for whatever center we can fucking get. Just put somebody there that's competent. That's the first move. The second move, get LeBron the fuck out of here. If that don't work, then hey, who wants LeBron? We just need a center. After that, hey man,
The fact that the fact that Bron has a no trade clause, that's really what saved him. Because I do believe, the fact that Rob did this without telling nobody, I believe he would have packed up Bron. I think he would have been working on both trades actually at the same damn time. I think he did.
Yeah, because he found his out. He found his out from the Bron era. So might as well go on with that.
I dead ass think he would have.
Yeah. I definitely still, despite all the devil's advocacy I was doing to introduce the topic, no, I definitely think if it were possible, yeah, you pack up LeBron instantly. I know the hype beast thing on Twitter to do is the Golden State. That's just fan service. I don't like really. No offense, Golden State fans, but I've talked about it here on multiple times. I just don't like the players. I just don't like the young talent there for real. I understand we could get a bunch of assets, and the idea could be to have assets around Luka Doncic and fully start the rebuild. But I think ultimately, it doesn't even hurt to necessarily keep LeBron here. But I hard to disagree with Damo here. I think Reeves, I don't see the necessity. I think if you have Luka Doncic dominating the ball, because LeBron has never shown you that he won't let someone else dominate the ball. That's just a fact of life. So now you have Luka Doncic doing those things. You can have LeBron essentially being the second guy on a pick and roll. You can have LeBron honestly just getting his touches as he goes because, he's old as fuck, and maybe that translates better to defense even. But I don't see a way where you have LeBron and Luka and you need another guy to tween and do all these other things.
What about non-LeBron and Luka minutes? One. What about those?
You just stagger it.
I don't know.
Nigga, you're saying, first of all, we not playing 2K. You're saying just stagger it, and we've seen multiple times the Lakers are incompetent when it comes to staggering the star players.
We're talking about
we've seen plenty of the
situations.
situation.
I don't know how you get there.
In the postseason, Austin Reeves is definitely a player that shows up routinely for us as well. That's a guy that also plays well in the post.
Let me be clear. In theory, I wouldn't want to trade Reeves, but the only reason I'm really saying that's what I'm saying. The only reason I'm saying trading Reeves because LeBron has a no trade clause. If we're gonna keep it a bean, just simply off of the fact that because Bron is making 40 or 50, he's making 48, 49 million. By default, we would be able to just receive more for him just off of this salary alone, matching with whatever we get back from him. So that alone, and Reeves is only making I think 13 or 15. Like he's not even making 20. So
he's not making that much.
Mm-hmm. So off of that alone, we would be able to receive a little bit more. But because he has a no trade clause, and because that niggas is already, I think it was McMahon was talking about LeBron's probably gonna restructure his contract and he might play another year or two. I'm like, why? Why not for the Lakers? I don't what's the point? And I am a bit more optimistic than most. I agree with the 2-man game between him and
Luka.
It's also a better shooting version of LeBron than the past couple of ball handlers he's had per se.
Yeah,
think
a lot of this shit. There's a 2-man game between him, LeBron being regulated to be more of a pick and roll man, working in the short roll as a passer. Like a lot of that shit makes a lot of sense. The problem is the rest of the roster don't make that much sense, and so I much rather.
true.
Yeah, I much rather the rest of the roster make sense than us trying to like. We got that one more year, LeBron. It's like I'm tired of that, to be honest with you. That's what I am
super
tired
fair.
of.
The only reason why, and I'm the same nigga that was saying I'm not trading THT for Kyle Lowry, people. So I'm keeping it consistent.
Fuck.
But listen, the reason, hold on. We just watched the Mavericks get out of a finals where we said, well, damn, only if they had somebody outside of Luka and fucking Kyrie that could do something with the ball. We routinely see that it's beneficial to have multiple people outside of your main guys that are able to create for themselves, also create for others, put the ball on the ground, and get a bucket if needed. We've seen it. Luka is a great player. He's phenomenal. He still needs help scoring. We've seen it with LeBron year in and year out. That's been a fucking religion. That has been a thing when it comes to playing with LeBron being a Laker. The nights where he doesn't have it, who's gonna have it? I get it. You got Luka and LeBron. Why do you need Reeves? Because them niggas are not. This ain't my league with the sliders off, my nigga. This is real life. There are going to be situations where you need someone else to be an X factor outside of LeBron and Luka. And that guy can be Reeves. Reeves helps. And I'm not willing to move him if we don't have to. That's my thing. I'm trying to think of a center that we genuinely need to get, that we have to trade Reeves for, that we can't just trade Rui and Gabe Vincent for. Tell me that
funny?
nigga.
It'll be Miles Turner.
I'm about to say, what's funny? It's been unfunny for 5 years, but now this is genuinely the Miles Turner answer now. It's kind of fucked up how life works.
Yeah, Miles Turner has been the answer. Because even when AD was on the roster, he was still the answer for a lot.
He was the answer 3 years ago. Outside of him, hey, if it comes down to Miles Turner for Austin Reeves, or gang, we got a 20 and 10 Vucevic for Rui.
No.
Give me Vooch. Give me Vooch.
Please.
Hey,
But I agree with what you're saying. In
I like your
essence,
explanation.
I get what you're saying, because in essence, if the only thing we're getting, if the ceiling that we are meeting is only Miles Turner in terms of just quality talent, then the threshold for our center doesn't need to be that high, because you would make up a lot of the shot creation with having Reeves. So I agree with that. And that's where, a Rui and a pick might get you a Sharp, or hell, maybe even Claxton. So I understand that as well. I thoroughly get that. My only thing is that it's still under the consensus of LeBron is still only going to be here for another year or two. So, like, I get what you're saying about we need to have another ball handler score around LeBron and Luka, but even that concept is only going to last for another year or two. I really, the same way that that nigga did a bunch of convincing to what's his name, Nico. He need to do a bunch of convincing to LeBron and be like, it's done. Let's bring this shit in.
Get your shine gun.
And the last,
I want to go anywhere.
My last point on the whole the financial situation for the Lakers, another reason why I'm not just willing to just throw Reeves anywhere for a center. We are only going to have LeBron for at most another season, unless that nigga decides to stay, which, stay in the league, gang. Just don't be in a Laker uniform when you do it. But post LeBron, you have Luka, you have Luka, you have Reeves. If we don't trade Reeves to get the Miles Turner, cool. We have money to go bring in a disgruntled big man who's sick of his situation. Who says Bam ain't sick of Miami in 2 years?
I'm gonna be honest. He
ain't sick of Bam in the next couple of months.
I'm not even. Here y'all go.
Who say Evan Mobley is like, you know what?
I'm not a Reeves.
I know Bam to the Jimmy.
I'm not a Reeves hater. I don't want it to seem that way, but I will say this: we get to that point, low key. I really don't want him here. I don't want Austin Reeves and Luka as a backcourt. I don't like that.
That's the other problem as well. But trying to find, like, we have to find buckets, we need bucket. We have to find another shot creator that provides defense because of what's his name. But I kind of just feel like that's kind of where we were going to be anyway for the foreseeable future with LeBron. Because in my mind, what's his name is really the LeBron replacement. He ain't really it's an AD replacement because of the trade. But a lot of the things that Bron, who he is as a player now, Luka just does significantly better and wouldn't necessarily need to have the same breaks that LeBron needs in terms of another creator around him. I do hate that we lost Max. I would have given up Dalton before Max. I would have given up Dalton.
With that being said, Lo, you do gotta go, right?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta skedaddle.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you for pulling up, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Man, take that fucking jersey off, man. I'm tired of this fake old.
If Ren tells me I got to. Yeah.
This
5
nigga's
rings.
So nasty, bro.
5
this
rings.
Nigga's, he's so,
No
he's
replicas.
So disgusting, bro. You're so.
I'm gonna get you back there next year, man. Also, book a shit, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Stop
So
playing.
disgusting. So
Stop playing,
disgusting.
man.
I was about to stream, but the Thunder beating the hell out of Milwaukee right now, so I don't even know if I'm gonna stream or not.
Sounds like Giannis is disgruntled more than he was yesterday. So
That shit that Giannis said was kind of crazy.
Come on,
that shit Giannis said, I was like, bro. But Giannis, to be fair, Giannis isn't playing. He's not playing. So I know we trying to get nastiness, you know. I get it, but you know what I'm saying. But yo, y'all can find me on the Low Post. Y'all can find me on Foot on the Line. I am gonna be reacting to the whole Nico interview tomorrow on Foot on the Line. So make sure y'all check me out. And always check me out on playback.com or playback.tv/Lowe's Room, where I will be streaming. And the trades aren't done. I got a couple people actually hitting me up. The Warriors are without a doubt about to trade somebody.
Absolutely.
They calling for everybody. They calling for everybody in the league right now.
That they're so desperate that they're gonna fuck around and actually make a trade that's probably done. That's how desperate they are.
Curry on the way.
I'm about to say they
Lo,
about to
appreciate
send
you, man.
Curry
Appreciate you.
somewhere.
Hey man, I thank y'all, man. I see y'all later, man.
All right, my brother. Enjoy your Luka day.
Okay. This nigga.
Luka Day is crazy. Luka Day is crazy.